May I request him to please come on dais. Mr. Sunil Srivastav had topped in entrance examination for the 1978-80 batch of FMS BHU. Mr. Sunil Srivastav joined State Bank of India as probationary officer in 1980. He gained extensive experience in corporate banking, international banking and investment banking. He acted as General Manager Mid-Corporate Group of State Bank of India in charge of loan and advances to corporates in several states. Mr. Srivastav had a long stint of 8 years with SBI Capital Market where he served in different capacities, the last being as Executive Vice President, Corporate Relations and Business Development. His stint in SBI Caps also included strategy and advisory, besides leading team on corporate finance covering both debt and equity. He was posted at SBI New York as Vice President Credit and was responsible for international fundraising on liability side, well as international syndications on asset side, besides investment in securitized papers. He is presently General Manager in charge for over 600 offices of State Bank of India in Uttarakhand and Western UP. We wish him the best in future. We request our team sir, our chief guest, Dr. Deepak Burman, please give away the award.
Also, SBI grants charge.
Thank you. May I request Mr. Sunil Srivastav to please say a few words.
Professor Burman, Mr. Chaudhary, Mr. Kanasam, Professor Singh, Dr. Savitya, and Professor Madhav. Batch of 72 years, and my fellow alumni and soon to be alumni, some of you. I have to say at the outset, very sincere thanks for having nominated me for this singular recognition along with some of my colleagues here. I don't know how my name caught your attention or the attention of the committee, but I'm glad it did. And I don't know what was the criteria, but I guess I've lost as much hair as my other batchmates of the class of 80. So I think I'm equally eligible. I don't have any great achievements to share with you, and I'm really humbled to see that I'm figuring along with some of my most illustrious colleagues of the past who have become legends and who have been recognized nationally. A lot of them have figured on most magazines, and I'm sure most of you will be aware of that. I'm surely not one of them. I am, I would say, the vast majority of the 70% of the students here who have been generally under the radar and just chugging along. So no great achievement, but now that you've given me a chance with the mic, so like an unsung poet who gets hold of a mic and a captive audience and knows not when to stop, let me also request you to bear with me as I go through my process of living what life would have been had I not come to BHU. In this process, one recounts something which one appreciates, some nostalgia and some sentiment. When we joined BHU, we were 6 months behind. There was a zero batch, zero session, yes. And our batch of 26, we were only 26 that time, we went to the Vice Chancellor and we said, we want to prepone our exams. And in those days that was quite a novelty. The VC, Dr. Harinarayan, he was taken aback. He said, but why do you want to do that? So we said that, look, time is money. We were young, like most of you. And we thought that when we do our MBAs, the world is open for us. And we cut down also the gap between two papers, which was normally 5 days at that time. Dr. Burman would bear me out, to 1 day. So we finished all our semester exams in 1 week. But those were the days when we were young. I'm sure, like all batches, we also shouted as much. But we are numbers are very small, so I'm sure we would have been out-shouted. But those were the days when we really learned. There were 26 of us, very intense competition, and we learned. I tell you that when I joined the State Bank of India, in Bihar, I'm from Bihar, and we have a national hobby examination called the UPSC. So after doing my MBA, even though I was selected for ITC, I interned with ITC, I joined State Bank of India so that I could write my UPSC exam. But I'm glad I stuck back with the State Bank of India, even though I qualified twice. And the State Bank of India, after my probation period, when they were choosing people for the credit department, the personnel department had nominated somebody from IIM Ahmedabad. And that time, my chief general manager wanted to know, are there no other MBAs in the batch? And my name came out, and we were both interviewed. And I tell you, I was selected over the IIM Ahmedabad guy. So you guys have... Please do not underestimate yourself. And by virtue of that single selection, my entire career has been shaped. I've been lucky to sort of specialize in international banking and investment banking. There are more illustrious batchmates of mine, but somehow they missed the bus. I still remember the first day when we entered the FMS. That year it was a single-story building. I was sharing with Professor Singh. And the first class we attended was Dr. Shah, Professor Shah. The things that we learned during the first term on organization development, I have been able to, they are still fresh in my memory, and when I now sit on interview panels and I question my young colleagues as to what they have learned, I agree with what one speaker said, that we are probably treating it as a degree and not as knowledge. I would urge all my young friends here that this is the opportunity of a lifetime which you will not get. After you join a job, you are never going to relive these days again. So this is the time when you need to enjoy. Yes, do enjoy. I'm sure all batches did. We had this famous word called Lankating or Lanka. We had first 10 days for, as soon as our pocket money came, we went to La Bella. I don't know whether it exists or not. Not there.